So, this video is actually going to start off from almost a year ago where we pulled the 41 Chrysler in. And that's where I'm going to start it, is showing you us tearing down the 41 Chrysler, pulling the old 350 and 350 trans out, because we don't do carburetor around here. We can, but we don't. We prefer fuel injection. And then from that point, I'll show you the whole thing. And then we'll get on to, let's say, day 2, almost a year later. But please, please, like, share, and subscribe if you like anything on this channel. Trying to get out there, trying to make things better, trying to build stuff. You can help, you can subscribe, you can like, you can share. So, here comes that almost year-old footage. The day has come to move the big Windsor in and pull the motor out of it. It has supposedly a 350 in it. Good? Huh? Oh, okay. Gotta get the cable. Well, we're in like Flynn now. Doesn't it look like somebody sitting there? It freaks me out all the time. This wheel decided it wants to lock up as we're pushing it in. Well, not as we're pushing it the whole way. Nice, cleaning up the gravel. We had to use the tines on the front to push the rear end from under the car forward. And if we build this the way we want to, this is all getting clear coated. Just gonna clear it and leave it. But as for today, we're going to pull the front end off and pull this, what we were told, a 350 out of there. Don't know. Sort of looks like a 283 to me. But we'll check the numbers once we pull it out. We pushed it with the bumper on it, which that'll be coming off anyway, I'm sure. But now we have to figure out how to pull this front end off. One piece, the better.
It's an X-frame.
Yeah. That's what the Corvettes had.
Dude, look at this frame. I mean,
it's mint.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It does go up just like a Caprice.
Does your side got a bend right there?
What do you mean? Where at?
There's a kink right there.
Yeah. Like a drop down?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Does it?
Yep.
This is neat, man. The floor is not touching that nowhere.
Nope. It's quite a bit from the floor.
That, man, this would be like race car type stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It don't look right.
This frame, because it's X. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And then that weird front suspension.
I mean, I know the frame for the car because the back goes perfectly in this body. See it?
Yeah.
And this is the original frame.
Just gotta get this tree, whatever it is, motor out of here.
Get the running boards.
Yeah. My side ain't got a drop of, rotted rust. It's just rusty.
I don't even see a pinhole. Do you?
It's in better shape than that, what's it called out there? AMC.
It actually is.
Yeah. Got a Camaro rear end for some reason.
See how high this thing's set? This all could be way down here.
Yeah.
And slam this body on
Well,
down.
I mean, this is dead nuts with the running board.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now, though, and there's no way we can go any slower.
No.
I mean, our best bet is to clip this thing somehow. We're gonna have to figure out what to use.
Or caprice it.
Well, I'm gonna go in here to eat. If you want to start pulling them bolts.
Yeah, I'm going to strap up the engine on the hoist and get it ready.
I'd probably go ahead and drop my drive shaft.
Well, it'll pull out once we pull the motor out. It just drop off.
It's got trans fluid in it.
Them hoses ain't leaking.
Right here, look. It's fixing to drip.
Oh, is it?
Look.
Yep. Looks pretty new, too.
Can you tell what that thing is?
Nah, not till we get it down. Looks like a 350 trans.
Turbo 350.
Well, there's a 350 and a turbo 350.
Let me have that light. There's some numbers right here.
I can't tell right by the numbers.
Somebody can. 864 8640821.
It's really just how the trans pan's shaped. That's what most people go by.
OD2.
Looks like you're looking at the back of the flywheel.
OD2. I know it ain't no 2-speed paraglide.
No. Be crazy to put power glide in this thing. Alright, this thing's crazy. One, we would not expect or think this would have this kind of suspension on. It's like a go-kart almost. One spindle arm down, little upper and big lower control arm, shocks, sway bar. I mean, in 1940, and we checked, this is the original front suspension. It has a mile of travel on them. This is a Chevy motor and trans, which is coming out. And right now we don't know if we're going to be doing a frame clip. That would be cutting the frame off back there somewhere, welding a different frame on the front to get some better brakes and stuff, and a better option for a motor. But this thing is wicked clean and weird. Here's the front clip. We have everything for it. Hood, running boards are mint, you just saw. Look at this. Look at this. The seats, or the floor is in good shape. Hold on one second. Look at these floors. Look at that. That's surface rust, but it's not through anywhere. The carpet for your feet is still in here. Yeah, look at that. Orbs. Ghost Adventurers coming. The front floor is unbolted, but it's there, and it's in mint condition. Door panels, of course, are gone. But all the parts, door handles, headlight bezels, taillight bezels, everything is here. The window on this side's not broken. That one's cracked. This one's cracked. The rest are fine. It's got a good patina to it. But, got to get this out. Probably going to scrap it. It's free, seized. But, this thing, yeah, we definitely are liking it more and more we mess with it. I'm going to put you up on the little camera for time lapse. Pull this motor out. So we started pulling the engine out, and we thought to ourselves, maybe we should run the block numbers. Well, I did. Came back with two results. 1969 Camaro 302, which is worth like 8 to 12 grand. They're actually very sought after and hard to find. Or your basic 350. Of course, it turned out to be a basic 350. That 12K would have sponsored a lot of builds, you know what I'm saying? But we were like, oh well, let's get it out and on the ground, out of here, out of our way. We've got other things to do. And that's why this video sort of abruptly ends, because we got a call from somebody who said they wanted us to build something else, which was the GMC 3100 you see on there. Now, on to the current day, the current situation, This is a Dodge Ram 1500. Yes, it is beat to death because this thing has been flipped on its side. But Scott had bought this truck almost 7 years ago. So, well, we're going to say 5 to 7 years ago. I don't remember which he said. But this truck he bought on the cheap for a specific reason. This has a 360 in it. Fuel injection. Everything runs. Everything works good. Drives. We got it going the other day. Put a new key switch in it. Squeeze me. They had it house wired to start, so we just put a new key switch in it so I can rip all that crap out. But this motor and trans is what's going in the 41 Chrysler. So it's going to be a beast. So today we're going to start ripping this whole front end off because we need nothing else. We'll throw everything in here in the back of the truck, which is already full of crap. We are taking the fuel system, which somebody had cut a hole to check it and put a new pump in. We don't need wheels. We don't need tires. We literally need motor, trans, fuel system, wiring. That's it. And that is what's going to be going in the 41 Chrysler outside. So, I'm going to get to it. Start with this hood and get to ripping. We got quite a bit done yesterday. There's no more dash, steering column, brake pedals, or a harness in it. The front end is off. Well, not the whole front end, but the core gone. All the harness is broke free from the engine, flipped onto the engine. Most of it. There's a plug down there we got to pull off. The brake booster and everything's over here. We will be using that. Steering column. We can't use the radiator. It won't work for this. He's not actually, for the first time ever, he's not running AC. Wow, crazy. He usually runs AC on everything, but not this time. So, no AC. We didn't got to worry about pulling the heater box out or nothing like that. We actually cut the AC lines, which is first. He usually keeps them. But this thing is just full of bees and wasps still. And we spray them down with a little bit of, I don't know where it's at right now, but usually spray it down with mineral spirits and it kills them real quick. But today, we have to unbolt motor mounts, which on these, you pull one bolt off, one nut actually, and they're slotted and they lift out. So, that's coming out that way. We have to get the transmission unbolted, and I am actually getting ready to cut the exhaust off. We'll also be taking the rest of the steering shaft, just in case the one off the Dakota that we're clipping isn't long enough. Okay, so now the Dakota, we're actually not going to be putting the engine back into the frame mounts. We can probably cut off everything off the frame, and it's all got to be moved back quite a bit. Reason being, the front wheels on the 41, say this is your wheels and the engine, the front of the engine is actually back here. It's weird. The wheels sit real far forward. It's crazy. But we'll have to figure that out. Like the control arms, if this was the 41, which I will show you, the control arms would be right here. The engine would still be there. Control arms would be there. It's a weird front end. But I'm going to pop off here. I brought the other camera. I'll set it up. Slide up under this thing after I jack it up. Cut the exhaust off. See what size tank it is. If it's not the small tank, we're leaving it. Pull the fuel pump, keeping it. And I have to pull all the wiring from all the way back. Tail lights forward, all that wiring has to come. And that's just so we have all the power wires for the fuel pump, all the power wires for the tail lights, and anything else. So, I'm going to hop too. Got a lot to do. Wait. Stop right there. Please take a second to scroll on down and hit that subscribe button, maybe a little thumbs up like, and if there's anything interesting you liked about the video, why not comment? Tell me good job, or say stay off of YouTube. I don't care, just help me out here. Hit the button, like some of the other content, go check it out. If you're really feeling generous, go to the shop. You can get a shirt that's completely worn out, not like this one, but you can get a good shirt over there at the shop. It's going to be at the end of the video. But please, like, share, and subscribe. The big rubber part of the bushing, it's stopping us the full way.
It doesn't matter if the bolt was all the way up.
Nope. we're gonna have to try to pull the mount off.
Come apart.
Did it?
Metal sits down on that bush.
We might have to cut the tabs off front of here. Like this. The front of the motor mount. This one's almost out. But we're
gonna have to put there also.
you think? You got valve stem puller?
Well, that ain't gonna help.
No, could put the more
ball
ball.
down.
Yeah. We need that frame. I know what it is. We need that transmission crossing it completely out. So we can drop the rear down and bring it out like that.
Then I'd have to put it on the way back down.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit fall.
Or we cut them front mounts and tilt forward. Yeah, we're all the way up on that firewall. It's dangerous up in here. This one's harder. Yeah.
Yeah, and clear.
Yeah, but it'd be easier just to cut it, you know, to get it completely out of the way. Hopes and dreams holding that thing. Here, let me see it. A little bit more holding them things than you thought, huh? I say when we pull the motor forward, it'll knock it off there. We're stuck on the firewall. We need to let the jack down a little bit. Now we got the 360 out. We've got another Dakota in here. Well, the first one was a Ram. This one's a Dakota. Why do we need this one?
For the frame, man.
So we had to tear apart a whole nother truck just to get a frame.
Yep.
It's a shame. This one, we're going to be cutting back here where the box channel meets the C channel. And basically, none of this is going to be used except for the frame and front suspension. This is a V6. It's out of here. Got the 360. Two-wheel drive trans. Already got the trans. Computer, harness. Already got all that. So literally, pull the motor and trans. Harness, brakes. None of that we're going to use. We're going to have to redo it all. And basically, we're going to be using all the frame like usual. What else? We didn't even got to use the gas tank or nothing on here. Somehow, now that we piled it full of junk, we do have to get the rear end out. Yay!
We'll figure that. We got a tractor.
Scott's still recovering from the broke leg. So, it's a little slow going, but this one we ain't doing for speed. We're doing this one for love.
Dude, we only been working on this about 4 hours.
Well, I meant the whole build. We're not doing it for speed like the other one.
We'll be done.
Yeah, 4 days. Shut up out there. People be like, I need a body swap done in 2 days. Yeah. But we're going to yank this out of here, cut this frame, and we'll probably show everything again once we pull the 41 back in here. Like we did 40 a year ago.
Yeah.
I kept all that footage, so they'll get to see that ahead of time.
Can't work on nobody else or my stuff or working on everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, and then I'm working at mine at home, so we'll get us something built nice here in a minute. Let's get this out of here. Well, we got her chopped now. Motor's out. Frame is disgusting. We're going to clean it all up. I believe Scott Word over there is going to be putting in new bushings and ball joints and everything. Or probably we, not him, but we. Probably me. I sort of figured that was coming. Other than that, it went pretty easy, except for, you know, weight distribution and the whole bed went backwards, so. Scott goes, it's not going to flip backwards. Yeah, it flipped backwards. We got this sitting up on some sketchy crap right now. But tomorrow, I'd say we're going to be doing a lot of junking. Got to get this rear end out. Once we get the bed on the trailer, cab's garbage. This motor and trans will go back behind for something else maybe. But other than that, it's going pretty fast, faster than we probably intended it to.
Yep.
But that's where we're at.
Lean on that bed a little bit, Rick.
Avalanche. Alright, you're good.
Yeah.
And you see this mint nice bed? It's going to get crushed. Good doors, it's going to get crushed. That frame, it's probably going to get chopped 50 more times. But we're done for today.
My leg's done.
Your leg's done?
Yeah.
My stomach's done. I'm starving. We're gonna play a little try not to die. We're gonna lift the entire bed up that's still attached to the frame full of garbage and pull the rear end out and drive shaft. But we're getting a little dangerous. We're getting a little packed in here. Front clip, cab, bed frame, other motor. Once we get this off, putting it on the trailer, getting out of here, getting that on the trailer, getting it out of here, getting that out of here. Back to pulling the 40 Chrysler in. And through the magic of cheesecake, it's in. Negative. Golden. You know what that means, don't you? We open for business. That's right. Now we get to start tearing this baby apart and chopping her up. Those are them spares that you like. Small bolt Dodge.
Those are off a 48 Dodge truck.
Yeah, but it's 5 bolt. I was thinking 6. But yeah, 5. The back's Camaro. S10, whatever, small bolt Chevy. I know the inside of this thing smells like pure doo-doo.
Hey.
We're going to have to clean that thing out. Hey. It smells like dookie.
I smell stuff where doo-doo would smell good.
I've come in here a couple times where doo-doo probably smell good. What's up? It gets hot out here. No, not now, but it definitely got hot before. I've already had this front end off, so we'll pull it back off and cut the frame off.
Like a gasket.
Yeah, we'll just leave it that high.
It's already up there.
Yeah, Finnegan ain't got nothing on us. His blasphemy. If this actually had a Hemi in it, it'd be sweet. That's his dream.
Can't afford one.
I know. If we had, what, a 6.1? Or even, what's a 392? That is the 6.1, ain't it? I told you. I told you. Pure doo-doo.
Mixture between
A little bit of me and a little bit of you.
cat piss and goose turd.
You know what it is? It's Stanley in there rolling around peeing and pooing. I thought he got in there once before. Gosh. Yeah, we're going to have to clean this thing out.
I hope they can see how solid it is.
It is. It's wicked solid. You know what's funny? It looks dark to me, but it's bright on the camera. That's just surface rust and needs cleaned. I'm sure we're going to suck it all out, and I'll show it to you again.
Well, you do all the sucking.
Hey. You want to tell them how super our channel is? Alright, let's get at it. Well, we got the motor all power washed, and the car's all power washed now. It's still not the cleanest in the world, but it's cleaner than it was. That's all that matters. Like, we're not painting this or anything, the block. We're not doing anything to it. We're just going to put it in and have a good driver. So, it's good enough for what we need it for. After all, it's not an LS. It's just that LA powered, 360. But still, wanted it a little bit cleaner. Now we're going to let this drip a little bit. Scott's power washing his door because he wanted to. Sweep all this out. Got the garage mostly clean. After this, we're going to get the car back in and probably start working on motor mounts. So we'll have this baby up in the air on the hoist and start figuring out our motor mounts, because it's going to sit way further back than the factory. So then we'll have to power wash the front end and everything later before getting cleared. So it's moving right along for a slow build that we were doing. But we got a couple rim choices right now. We got the factory Dakota Steelies we're gonna paint, or we've got the older model factory Steelies. I choose these. Scott's on the fence right now, but that's what we're working with. New tires already bought for either one. They're both 15s. So that's where we're at.